Huh. I'll be damned. I got a package from Mike over at Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG. Wasn't expecting anything from him, so let's see what this see what's in here. Mike, what did you bring for us today? No way! No freaking way! Hello and welcome to another edition of Alien Investigations. I'm your host Steven, and I've got Guillaume here with me. It feels like it's been a while. Guillaume, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm on vacation, so it's always a good time.
That explains why the backdrop is different. So I hope you're having fun, and I'm very, very grateful that you're able to avail yourself to play X-Files CCG.
It's always fun to play, so of course I had to bring my cards and my travel mat with me.
So if you watched the previous episode, you saw David Peace and I square off using some of the cards found in Dax's Dream folder. And if you're not aware of that, check out the albums in the X-Files Collectible Card Game Facebook group. So David Peace and I had previously played a game using some of those Playtest and Dream cards that were constructed by Dax, and just to see how they would affect the gameplay. And so Guillaume and I are continuing where that left off. We have, amidst the usual Premiere, Truth is Out There edition, 1013 expansion, and promo cards, we have also included several Dream cards. We'll see if they're mechanically sound, and just see how they work.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to playing them.
And to say nothing of the fact that we are working with some new agents that are also part of Dax's Dream album. So Guillaume, who amongst your team is not from the commercially released set of cards?
So just like you, I have Marita Covarrubias, and I also have Monica Reyes.
My girl Reyes, well done. I used her in my previous game with David, and I do wish she was a Res 2, though. My dream Reyes would be a Res 2.
And it does feel like she deserves to have a higher res, especially given how big her character is.
Exactly, and in prominent character aside, the majority of RP6 agents have Res 2. The one exception to that is Agent Pendrell. Who else you got on your team?
So I also have Krychek, that I wanted to see how it would work with Marita Covarrubias. I have Hostin, and I have Agent Brian Fuller from the Scully set.
A Scully set agent in the midst.
Yeah.
Agent Scully.
Agent Fuller.
This is Agent Kaleka. We got the call from the DC police.
How bad is he?
We don't know. He's been in surgery.
What happened?
It looks like some hothead drew a gun in a coffee shop. Skinner happened to be in the way.
What do you have on the shooter?
We have a description from the waitress. A handgun was recovered in the parking lot, unregistered, no prints. Our guys got 2 parcels off the cash register.
Hair and fiber?
This just happened a few hours ago.
This is the assistant director who's been shot. We have to make all resources available.
He does have an odd effect, but I don't know. I mean, I knock it now, but then it's possible in the course of a game it might prove useful. I can't envision it at this point, but sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees, and sometimes we can't realize the beauty of certain effects until we're actually playing them in the course of a game.
Yeah, I can't imagine a situation where I will say, okay, let's say Covarrubias has to go to the hospital. I'll send Fuller with her to make sure that nothing else can happen to her, because so far there are no cards that can affect an agent who has already been sent to the... Well, there are no cards that you can play after an agent has been sent to the hospital. You can say, okay, he has to stay there for I don't know how many more turns, or he has to, or something happens to that agent. So maybe it's on one of the cards that were planned for future expansions, and that they did not get around to writing or creating the card.
It's possible they envisioned a future scenario in which agents could be attacked at a hospital. So, for the team that will be going up against yours, Guillaume, I have included Agent Fox Mulder. I've also included Marita Kovarubias from Dax's Dream folder. However, because I do not have 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 on my team like you do, I will not be benefiting from Marita's game effects. I also have Assistant Director Brad Fulmer, Agent Jerry LaManna, and Detective Manners, because my team would not be complete without Detective Manners on board. But what say, Guillaume, we get this game started? I do have my hidden X-File right here, and forgive me, I'm not... Oh, yours is right there. Sorry, for a moment I was not finding it on your travel map, but that's pretty much more or less where it's usually kept, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm also discombobulated because it doesn't say terrain like it usually does.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and draw our 7, and then we'll decide who goes first. Huh, interesting. Okay, so you know my usual method for determining who goes first. Got your conspiracy token right here. Got your investigating token right there. All right, which hand's it going to be?
Right hand.
Right hand. You are going to be starting off as the conspiracy player. And I'll be taking on the role of investigating player for this first round. And with that, I'll draw my free card to begin the turn. So looking at the res for this new team, Agent Fox Mulder has 2 res, but his 2 will be used to purchase cards. Marita Kovarubias has 1. Brad Fulmer has 1. Jerry LaManna has 1. And Detective Manners has 0. So I think what I'm going to do is I will get Mulder's 2, and then I'll add 3 to the resource pool. And I turn it to you, Guillaume, to sell as you wish.
Okay, I'm not selling anything.
Not selling anything?
No.
Okay. So let's head into healing. And because this is the first round, we will therefore not be needing to heal any of our agents. They're as healthy as they're going to get. For requisition, Wait, did I pull any equipment? I did, but I don't want to requisition that particular one. That one is just CP fodder. So we'll skip requisition, and we'll move on to deployment, in which I'll be sending all of the team out to the field. Before I play a site, I'm going to play a witness card that came up, thankfully, because I was going to have to use Manners' token if it didn't. I'm going to play 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, who adds 1 to your pool every time a keyword computer or bureaucracy card is played.
Evidence of tampering?
That's what it looks like, but according to the person who gave me your names, you have expertise in unexplained phenomena. And what's unexplainable is how and when anybody could have done it.
How do you mean?
The valve is made of ferrocarbon titanium. To score, that material would take extreme temperatures, launch pad temperatures. If anyone at NASA were to take a look at that analysis, they would say that it would be impossible for anyone to do that type of damage undetected.
And because 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, actually, she does have the keyword bureaucracy, I'm going to use Brad Fulmer's token to pay for part of that card. Brad Fulmer's token can be used once per investigating player round to pay for any keyword bureaucracy or evidence collection cards. This token may be replaced once during your next briefing phase. Wait, once?
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think needs to be changed.
Oh, crap. I thought that was... Oh, geez. Well, all right. Take a note. That is the one thing... Dax, no. It's got to be every time. Otherwise, this is not a worthwhile card. All right.
Especially for a 6 RP agent. Yeah.
He's 5, actually, but...
Oh, sorry.
I mean, all the 4 RP agents that can pay for these type of cards. They're all 4, and yeah. No, I think I think that needs to change, Dax, if you're watching this. Yep. All right, so Michelle Jenner's RP cost of 3 will be reduced by 1 thanks to Brad Fulmer's 2-time use token. So I'll take away 2 from my resource pool, leaving me with 6. Now, for this case assignment phase, we'll be sending our team over to Ellen's Air Base in lovely Idaho, which is a mono site, Guillaume. Keywords are affiliation and bureaucracy.
What are they?
I don't know. Just keep watching. It's unbelievable.
That's unreal. I've never seen anything like it.
They've been going at it like that for almost half an hour.
Well, it can't be aircraft. Aircraft can't maneuver like that.
What else could they be?
I don't know, lasers maybe. Being shot from the ground, reflecting up off the clouds.
For it. So is it cool if I just take one of Mulder's tokens to do so?
I have 1 bluff.
1 bluff? Excellent. All right, so let's head into the investigation phase. We will be applying our bureaucracy skills to this particular site, in which Agent Jerry LaManna has 2. Assistant Director Brad Fulmer has 3. For a total of 5. That's enough to make the site prerequisite. Let's take a look at that bluff you got there, Guillaume.
It's explosion.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt. Well, it's a good thing I came packed with a Langley, so I'll be negating that explosion for the low cost of 2.
All right, so how does it work? Because I have not paid for the bluff yet, but it's one of those bluffs that you have to pay the cost.
Because I jumped the gun on that. Yeah. So I'll let you. I mean, what does it cost? Just 1?
No, actually, it costs 2, but you have to discard CP cards up to 3 cards, and then you pay twice that amount to inflict damage.
Yeah, but since I jumped the gun, go ahead and just take off 2.
Okay.
Next time, I'll be that will be a lesson to me to wait until you've actually done the discarding first, because that would have been more beneficial.
Is it 2 or is it 1 because it was face down?
So I guess, yeah, in this case, you're just paying the 1. So even better.
Okay, all right. So, okay. Well, I have no other cards to play. So.
With that, we have ourselves a successful site investigation, and my team has thus been awarded an affiliation question regarding Guillaume's X-File. And so, let's take a look at our trusty checklist here. So, Guillaume, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation a cult?
No, it is not.
Of course it's not. How often do I actually get it right on the first go? Rarely. But nevertheless, I have scratched off 8 possibilities for what might be your hidden X-File. And I will discard Ellen's Airbase. Oh, and I don't know why I didn't play this during briefing. But I did also draw Friend in the FBI. So I'm going to play Friend in the FBI. Play this card in the Bureau. Place 10 tokens on this card. During your briefing phase, you may take up to 2 tokens from this card and place them in your resource pool. The tokens become resource tokens. When all tokens have been removed, discard this card. And I will subtract 2 from my resource pool to pay for that as I add 10 tokens to this lovely, lovely card. So thus far, I did not get any dream cards, aside from obviously my 2 agents, but yeah, I did not get any in the first draw. but they're in there. Are you discarding anything?
No, I have 6 cards.
6 cards. All right, we'll pass it over to you. Go ahead and draw your free card.
So I'm going to generate my res. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to buy 3 cards. And I will play Friend in the FBI. And I'll only put 8 tokens on the card.
I have the distinction of being one of 3 men to have exterminated such a creature. I was with the CIA in Vietnam. UFO was sighted for 5 nights over Hanoi. The Marines shot it down and brought it to us. Maybe it didn't know what a gun was, or perhaps they don't show emotion. But that innocent and blank expression as I pulled the trigger has haunted me. Until I found you. That's why I come to you, Mr. Mulder, and will continue to come to you to atone for what I've done. And maybe sometime, through you, the truth will be known.
Thank goodness you saved room in your travel bag for not 1, but 2 Friend in the FBIs. Because as you're on the road, you're like, I can only take so many cards with me. Which ones am I going to take? Oh, gotta have 2 Friend in the FBIs, that's for sure.
I'm also going to play Kevin Morris for 3.
Oh, Kevin Morris, taking a page out of my book. Well done.
I really wanted to use Reyes, so I built the rest of the team around her.
Yeah, you really can't, if you have Reyes, you might as well be using Alien Investigations, because not only does she have that in skills, but she's also subtracting it from the sites. That and occult, of course. You do have a lot of occult, too, because you got hosting on your team. So, yeah, pretty good. Okay, I just have 2 cards to sell. Deep Throat and Alien Stiletto, 5 and 5, for a total of 10. I will buy 3 cards, and I will add the remaining 7 to my conspiracy pool for a total of 11. Oh, Blue Plate. You know what Blue Plate does, Guillaume.
Yeah.
But for the audience watching that may not be aware of what Blue Plate Special does, I will play this card and flip over the next card on my Bureau deck. If that card is playable this turn, I may do so for 0 cost. If I do not play it this turn, move the card to my discard pile. And that next card is a combat card. Well, okay, it's Illusionary Foe, but I guess in order to play, we're gonna have to go to combat this round. So we'll see if that actually happens. So I'll add that to my hand, and well, we'll see if an adversary rears its ugly head this round. Back to you, Guillaume.
Okay, so no healing, no requisition. For deployment, I'm going to send everyone to the field. And for case assignment, we're going to go to Millers Grove, Massachusetts. It's an investigation and result. So I'm going to add 1 to my pool thanks to Kevin Morris.
Big living room, sparsely furnished, nice carpets, fireplace, nice kitchen, modern appliances, moving walls.
Moving walls?
Yeah, they're rippling. Oh, cockroaches.
What?
Cockroaches. They're everywhere. I'm surrounded.
Mulder, you've got to get out of there right now.
I'm going to only pay 1 for the site because Reyes pays for the other one.
She does.
And passing it to you for any bluffs you may have.
We'll play 2 bluffs.
So I'm going to play Alien Discretion.
All right. for both of them?
Yep. So I'm getting 3 then.
Okay, so it was Nasty Surprise,
Okay.
and then Big Blue.
Okay.
All right, so what? How much skills do we have? Did you already say that?
So it's an investigation. So I have 10.
Yeah. No matter what I do, that's going to be hard to stop you on that one. But nevertheless, I'm here to play and have fun. So I am going to play an adversary. Actually, I'm going to play 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, which is an evolutionary creature. Its activators are computer. However, this card may be played in its normal way or on any team that includes at least one female agent, ignoring activator requirements. And because you actually have not one but 2 female agents on your team, I will be able to bypass the computer activator on that. And for the low cost of 4 CP, Mr. Virgil Incanto will be going up against your very supercharged combat team. But nevertheless, we're here to have fun, aren't we?
Yeah. We have not seen him being played before, have we?
No, we haven't. Not to my recollection. So, no cards to negate him?
No.
Okay, then that means we are heading into combat. So, Virgil Incanto has 0 long range and a health of 4. And because you do have 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 on your team, you do have quite a bit of long range to go around. 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬's long range alone defeats him. But for our audience who may not have superpowered vision, how much long range does your team have collectively anyway?
I have 10.
10.
But
Just like
I know that
investigation.
you drew that combat card, didn't you?
He sure did. And even though he's going to go down with maybe only taking out one of your agents, yes, I'm going to play that illusionary foe that came up earlier, which I will play on an occult or evolutionary adversary, of which 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 is one, to negate all damage allocated to that adversary this round. And that therefore will negate that 10 long range you just tried to hit me with. And so we'll go into close range combat, for which your team has a total of how much close range? Probably about 6 or 8, right? I'm going to say 6. No, I'm going to say 8. 8, which is more than enough to defeat Virgil Incanto. However, not before he deals out a punishing blow to one of your agents. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Marita Covarrubias has a health of 4. Is that correct?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, we'll send her over to the hospital.
We've administered 3 intramuscular injections over the past 20 hours since we found her on the roadside.
And you've seen no effect?
No. It doesn't look good at all.
But you still have way more than enough alien investigation skill to contribute to this site.
For now. Usually when you check things up like that, I know that there are other cards that you'd like to play.
Yeah, but you got lucky this time, for I do not have any other cards to play. Yeah, nothing that is going to stop that. So I hand it over to you to ask your question.
All right.
Well done. This is where that successful site graphic comes up onto the screen. And who did I pick out today? Okay, yeah, that's right.
Is your result physiological imbalance?
Damn it, it is. Well done on that. Well, congrats. You have now narrowed me down to 8 possibilities.
Yeah, all it takes is one question.
One question. That is right. That is all it takes.
We really do need to add more X-Files to...
Yes, we do. For just these instances. Yeah. Although, again, because it is coming up on 1 a.m., I am not opposed to this particular one being just this one. But normally, I'd be absolutely fine with a longer game. All right, so as we head into debriefing, I'm only sitting on 3 cards at this point, so no need to discard anything.
And I have 6.
All right, so let's pass it back to me. I'll draw my free card, start a new turn, and I will return Brad Fulmer's token to his card for the last time in this game. I do have friend in the FBI tokens here, so I think I'm pretty good on that. So why don't I take the 2 for Mulder, I'll take another one, and then do I want another one, or do I still have friend in the FBI? So you know what? 2 more. I'll take them all. And 2 friend in the FBI tokens to take it up to 4. What are you selling?
So I'm going to sell Miller's Grove, my second Miller Grove, because I won't be going back there. And I'm also going to sell Owen Jarvis. So that's a total of 6. Puts me up to 10. And I'm going to buy 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards.
I did draw hard evidence with those cards, so I'm going to play that now, which is going to add 5 to my resource pool, but because it costs 2, I'll only be adding 3. So that takes my resource pool up to 7. For healing phase, I do not currently have anyone in need of healing, so we'll skip that and go into requisition. I do not wish to requisition that 1 equipment card in my hand. It is far too rich for my blood. For deployment, we'll keep everyone deployed out in the field. For case assignment, we'll be sending the team to Folkestone, North Carolina. This is a multi-site Guillaume with the keywords affiliation, motive, bureaucracy, and behavioral. And I will be using Brad Fulmer's token for the final time in the game to pay for that. And 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 will add 1 to my resource pool because it does have the keyword bureaucracy.
I have 1 bluff.
Just 1. Okay, let's head into investigation. As with the previous investigation, that was a bureaucracy site. Jerry LaManna, once again, has 2 bureaucracy. Brad Fulmer has 5, which is enough to meet the bureaucracy 5 skill check for Folkestone, North Carolina. Let's take a look at that bluff.
It's nasty surprise.
All right.
So I'm going to add 3 to my pool. I have 1 more bluff to play. So it's a dream card.
Dream card. All right.
Cassandra Spender.
Oh boy.
She costs 4. So play this card to search your bureau deck for any keyword alien or killer card. Play that card immediately for 0 cost. Both cards are then discarded.
Now I'm wondering, did you include a killer card in this game?
No, I didn't.
All right, we didn't outline that, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, even if you did. All right, so it could be an alien adversary. It could be unexplainable time loss. I'm thinking it's unexplainable time loss, but then again, you might have an alien adversary. So, what do you got?
I have Deadly Blur.
Deadly Blur.
Hello?
Alien, creature, conspiracy, and motive.
Indeed it is. Well, I will be using one of Manners' 2 tokens to also go through my Bureau deck. And by the look on your face, Guillaume, I think you already know which witness is about to be coming out of this large pile. Go ahead and tell the audience who it is.
Colonel Marcus Belt is going to make an appearance.
Before I do that, let me just double check. The keywords on that card are alien and creature, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. I did not want to make another mistake. I did that with Sheriff Mazeroski and Patnick before. I don't want to do that again. I want to win cleanly. Yes. I do have Colonel Belt in my deck. Okay, that's shuffled enough. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. So, for the low cost of 2, Colonel Marcus Aurelius Belt will be negating 1 alien creature. So, good card. The Cassandra Spender card does, in fact, work. I was looking at it earlier, but I think my thought process was, well, I'm not going to have killer cards in this game. We didn't talk about that. And then just didn't think of, like, alien adversary. I mean, it costs 5, right?
It costs 4.
Oh, yeah, because but you played it face up, so it would have cost 3 if it was face down.
Yeah.
So that's not too shabby, because you could go in and get, well, Deadly Blur costs 7. Brother Martin is Attracted to You, I think, costs 8.
And the Alien Bounty Hunter costs 12.
To say nothing of the Alien Bounty Hunter, but my guys would destroy that guy, though. But yes, that's true. I did not think of that. That card might be a little... Do you think that card might be a little inexpensive?
Or it should be maybe played for half cost instead of free.
Maybe, yeah. So, now that we've gotten past that tangent, did you have any other cards you want to play? You still have 5 CP to go around.
Unfortunately, no.
No? Okay. So that means my team can put a success stamp on Folkestone, North Carolina. And so because that was a successful site, my team has been awarded either an affiliation or a motive question. Guillaume, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation evolutionary?
No, it's not.
All right. You did go random tonight?
I actually didn't.
All right. I'm going to play Alien Technology for 2. Play after one of your teams successfully investigates a site with alien investigation or bureaucracy skill as a prerequisite. Play this card in your bureau. Discard this card to negate 1 alien or government adversary. It's too bad you already played an alien adversary, so it's like feels like a little late to the party, Alien Technology. But nevertheless, I've subtracted 2 from my resource pool to pay for that. That leaves me with 4. And again, we're in debriefing, and now I'm down to 6 cards, and I will keep all of them.
And I have 6 cards as well.
Okay, passing over to you. Draw that free card, sir.
So I'm going to generate my res. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 from friend in the FBI. I'm going to buy just 1 card.
Okay.
And passing it to you.
I just have 1 card to sell, the shotgun for 6. let's do 4 cards and add 2 to the conspiracy pool. Cool.
So healing, I'll be removing 2 from Marita Covarrubias. She has to have a health of 3 to leave the hospital, correct?
3 minimum in order to leave, and she currently only has 1, right? Because you just you healed 2 because she's 4 health. So yeah, 1 more round in the hospital for her.
Okay. So no requisition, and for deployment, I'm keeping everyone where they are. And I'm going to use Hostin's token to look at your hand.
Oh, okay.
𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. What is this?
This is where you pucker up and kiss my ass.
Now listen,
you listen to me, you son of a bitch. This man's name is Albert Hostin. You should remember that. Because if Agents Mulder and Scully come down with so much as a case of the flu, Albert is prepared to recite chapter and verse, file for file, everything on your precious tape.
It's a nice try, Skinner.
I'm sure you're thinking Albert is an old man. And there are plenty of ways that you might kill him, too. Which is why in the ancient oral tradition of his people, he's told 20 other men the information on those files. So unless you kill every Navajo living in 4 states, that information is available with a simple phone call.
Alright, so let's start with the RP cards. Erlenmeyer Flask, and, well, 1 breath, but it's a purple card, actually. The rest are CP cards.
Wow.
The Walk, Sheriff Daniels, Living Machine, The Cigarette Can Strikes Again, Intruder Countermeasures Program, Unexplainable Time Loss, and Rejuvenating Caves.
So the Walk and Living Machine, can you tell me what their activators are?
Sure. The Walk has an activator of affiliation site. Living Machine has an activator of computer.
And the Cigarette Smoking Man Strikes, what does it do?
That is one of Dax's dream cards. Play this card to provide the keywords necessary to play any one adversary.
And how much does it cost?
5.
Alright, so I'm going to choose Unexplainable Time Loss.
Yeah, I figured you might. Good call on that. Okay, so we're in deployment. Alright, I guess we're ready to play a site card, aren't we?
So we're going to go investigate Lake Okoboji. It's an investigation and it's a motive question. So it costs 2, 1 since Reyes is there, and I'm not going to add anything thanks to Kevin.
Yeah,
and
Reyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, while I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this, let's do 2 bluffs.
All right, I'm sending everyone to the site.
Okay. The first bluff, as you can probably guess from having seen my hand earlier, is Intruder Countermeasures Program. Play to add 2 to your pool immediately. Because it was face down, the cost is 0. So I'll be adding 2 to my conspiracy pool, which takes it up to 11. All right. So the other bluff is the Cigarette Smoking Man Strikes Again. Play this card to provide the keywords necessary to play one adversary. So because that card was face down, I'll only be subtracting 4 from my conspiracy pool, which takes it down from 11 to 7.
he's here. You let him here, didn't you?
Nothing here but holes in the ground, Mr. Mulder.
Why are you here? Why all these men?
I don't owe you any answers.
The UFO's here. That's what 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬's after, isn't it?
𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬? Alex 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 disappeared 5 months ago.
We saw bodies in there. Men with radiation burns.
Saw nothing.
Won't get away with this. Can't bury the truth.
I love the title of that card, by the way.
It's a great title, and from a great episode, too. Okay. Well, here we go. I am going to use the effect of the Cigarette Smoking Man Strikes again to play Living Machine, and I will be hitting you with the Living Machine because we're going to change the keyword on that from motive to computer. So therefore, I meet the activator of computer as required to play the Living Machine. The Living Machine, Guillaume, is an adversary with the keywords evolutionary and phenomena. No creature.
Okay.
Its effect is that we fight combat as normal, except we skip the long range and go straight to close range. Agents must use their computer skill as their value in CRC. If an agent has no computer skill, his value is 1.
Hello.
At the tone, Eastern Standard Time, 7:35 p.m.
What the hell?
File deleted.
He costs 6, so I'm going to reduce my conspiracy pool to 1, which means I'm not going to get to play Rejuvenating Caves this turn.
So I'm going to play the Erlenmeyer Flask for 4.
There it is. I had a pretty good feeling you were sitting on that card.
And I'm going to add 1 to my pool because it does have the keyword Alien Investigation, thanks to Kevin.
Yep, thanks to Kevin. Good old Kevin. So it actually really didn't matter if I used a different went a different route. The great thing about Erlenmeyer Flask is it gets any card.
That's the good thing about using Alien Investigation. There are a lot of cards that can help you along the way.
You can take out bluffs, can take out adversaries, can take out events.
Yeah.
You got to play it for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you've played that card ever.
The first time, yeah.
Yep. And so now you're getting to take a crack at my X-Files motive, and try not to have as much luck as you did in the last round, if you don't mind.
Is your motive knowledge?
Yes, it is.
What? I only asked because it was the one which would allow me to cross off the most possibilities.
Ding ding. Yes, it is knowledge, and I'm afraid to even look on the backside of this to see how many you have left. 2. You got me down to 2. Well, 50-50 this. We can call it a night early, and I'm still getting to bed at an earlier hour than when we normally start at 9 p.m.
Okay, just to make sure, because I'm not so between Leonard Vance and .com.
No, it's between Fescifaga Masculata. .com is control.
I don't know what I. Okay.
You got physiological as the result, and motive is knowledge.
Okay,
so you should only have me down to 2. You should have me down to 2 at this point.
I crossed off something that I should have.
Oh, okay.
Shows you how well woken up I am. Are you Leonard Vance?
Yes, I am. Congratulations on the fastest, probably the fastest game you have ever played. And editing this one is going to be go pretty quickly. The only downside, Dax, is unfortunately we didn't get deep enough into our decks enough for us to see some of your cards. However, there are some things we want to bring into your attention, like maybe make Brad Fulmer's make it so not replace once, but like other ones, just borrow the text exactly from those. Please, pretty please. That makes Fulmer a great agent, an even better agent. His character is a dick, but you know he should have a good agent card. So the other one, yeah, the killer. What was it? The Cassandra Spender card.
Maybe instead of the card being free, well, instead of you look through your bureau deck for any alien or killer card, instead of that card being playable for free, maybe it should be for half cost.
Half cost is a good idea. I agree with half cost on that. On the off chance, just if I were randomly taking a guess, are you Alien DNA steroid program? No. My guess is not going to suddenly be right all of once. So
I'm the smoking man.
And that, no, hold it right back up again.
Yeah, that's a mock. That's a mock. I did a template for the Gen Con.
Oh, that's not actually. Oh, wait, you didn't get that one. You got Arctic Worm and one other X-File. Am I right?
It's a fake Gen Con card, but that was the one that was on top of my deck, so I decided to use it.
It looks great, though. It looks very much like the real deal. So yes, Cigarette Smoking Man was his X-File. Great choice, and he was on top of your selection, so that makes perfect sense. Because when I open my X-File box, he's the first one on there too. So wow, fast game. Did you have any other of Dax's cards in your hands?
Yeah, I had one. I had Death of the Innocents, which I love that card.
That one's in mine, but
seeding time.
Yeah. So yeah, I put Death of the Innocents, but it's probably way down there. I put Bill Scully Jr., but I was just gonna sell him for CP. Legacy's in there. Had Covert Warning. I think that was in my last game with David. I don't remember if I played it or if I sold it. Hunting Party. I put that one in there. This one is basically Warning from the Loa, but the difference is that you, the opposing player, gets to actually choose which adversary. I also included Too Many Mistakes, which I was looking forward to just giving it a shot, but of course you would have had to change a keyword in the course of the game, but I don't know. I thought, well, maybe he'll have a Cigarette Smoking Man strikes again, and I could try to throw that card out there if it came up. This is one that I really, really wish I had when you played hosting on me earlier.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have it too. Yeah, Misconduct Hearing. Yeah, that's a great one.
I guess you would have used it on Manners, I suppose, right? Would that have been your plan?
Well, if I had it in my hand, yeah.
Because I mean, Lamanna doesn't actually have a token. I just put it on there as a reminder. Best used against like Chuck Burke or Hosteen for sure. It's a good card.
Had Navajo Oral Tradition.
Oh yeah.
Discard a token during the case assignment phase to prevent bluffs from being played on any site. And that one should have the keyword resource, and it doesn't.
Yeah. Let me pull that one up, because I'd never noticed that. You know what? I don't think I have that card. So guess what, Dax? If you're watching this, add that one to your next order, because I honestly thought I had every card in his dream folder, but somehow it would appear that I missed that one.
There was also Backbreaker in the dream folder, so I used a combat card, so I used that one as well.
I did not include that one, Dax's version of Backbreaker, in mine, but I thought about it. It's not bad. I mean, I might as well like keep both, have both cards. Yeah. Both versions of it are pretty good cards.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, no, that's good. But you said you also wrote some stuff down as well?
Maybe for Cassandra Spender card, I think there is there should be an X, a green X in the corner of the card, because it does allow you to pay for a card.
Yeah, because that does sound right. Let me flip to that card.
And it does have the keyword, the keyword killer. So
Killer wouldn't necessarily connote an X per se, like the host attacks is an adversary, a killer adversary, but it doesn't have that. But the fact that it is the zero cost aspect of it.
In the quote, I think there is a typo in the quote section of that card.
Cassandra Spender.
I think it was. There is the word twice. The word was appears twice.
Yep. Oh, Dax, that is your most notorious boo-boo. Kudos to Guillaume's Eagle Eyes. I've had this card. I've got like 3 copies of this card, and I've never noticed that. So
I think usually it's small things like that. Like for Killer Sunburn, there is the period is missing at the end of the game effect.
Yes, and I think did I get that corrected on mine? Oh no, I did not. Yes, that is another one. But otherwise, it's a perfect card, so I don't know if that'll be enough to warrant a reprint. But yeah, I like that you're catching all the grammar stuff that I should be catching. But
I think that there are other cards that need to have the green X added, like for instance, misconduct hearing. If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't.
Absolutely, because they're losing CP or RP. Sorry.
There should also be one on legacy and undercover operation. Because undercover operation, it lets you kind of redeploy your agents, but it's a card that should only be played in advance, because in for the basic game, you can only play one site at a time.
That is true. Yes, one site at a time in basic version only, Dax. So yeah, that one definitely needs an X. Wow. A lot of them need X's.
One thing that I did, well, it's not a mistake per se, but I was curious about Monica Reyes' keyword, because she does have the keyword independent.
Oh, that doesn't seem right. She's FBI.
Yeah, and there is a typo in the game effect. Not in the game effect, or in the bio information on the second to last line, alleged satanic, and I think there is a mistake on satanic. There is a typo.
Yeah, there's one too many T's. Yeah, there's only one T in satanic. Good catch. I wouldn't necessarily capitalize satanic ritual either. Well, no, since he's got a few things to fix on that one. Yeah. So his next order is going to have a lot of reprints coming my way. That is, what else you got? Just, because I'm still sorting, and because this game went so quickly, I need about an hour's worth of content here.
I think
what'd you get for finishing the game too quickly?
On Agent Brem, maybe add the keyword low, because he has agent, FBI, and skeptic.
Sorry, add the keyword what?
Low.
Oh, law. Okay, yeah.
Sure. Sorry, yeah, I said low. It's like I pronounced it L-O.
Like low what? Yeah, that does need law. I had Bremen in my team last time, and that did not register when I was looking at that card.
And we talked about the keyword neutral.
Neutral for Brem, I could see that.
Oh, no, for another agent, I was thinking for Diana Foley, because
if he's contributing his res to the conspiracy pool, Brem should be neutral if he has that effect. Sorry, but who are you talking about?
I was talking about Diana Foley.
I mean, yeah, if anyone should, yeah, for sure. When he was writing this card, and I was but he did make this one. I think he made this one for someone else. I can't remember. Dax, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on whether or not you made this for someone. I think maybe you made it for someone, but then you also decided to make your own. I can't remember which one you did, but I'll no doubt bring it up. I'll bring it up to him though.
I think on the agent card for 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, there is in the skill section, I think there is an S. There is an S missing in sciences.
I think I did notice that, or maybe I saw it on some other agent. Oh, you know who doesn't have it? I think Agent Pendrell is missing the S in sciences, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Let me check. Well, it's not in his. It's not. He's not missing it in the skills. He's missing it down here in the game effect.
Okay.
It says computer science or medical skill. So yeah. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen it like only be as science singular as opposed to plural. Pendrel, but not up in the skills. The skills have always been, I think they've been consistent on that.
On the Layla Harrison agent card, it says place 1 token on this card, and it says discard the token to double the cost. And usually it's the discard a token because you can.
I noticed that one too, but I was like, again, one of those things I could, unless there's another damning mistake on there.
I think because it says double the cost rounded up, but since you multiply it by 2, you should not be able to round it up.
That's true. Yeah, even if it's cost, yeah, that's true. Mathematically, yeah. He may want to reprint it just to. It's like, oh bugger, a mathematical mistake. That's so unlike me. Well, that may have been a fast game, but it was nonetheless a productive one, and we have plenty for Dax to work with as he continues refining these awesome dream cards. And because yes, this was a very short game, Guillaume, I do expect we will be squaring off in another dream card game in the near future.
Definitely. Because again, it just shows that you can spend a lot of time preparing your deck, and all it takes is just asking the right question.
And thankfully, that's an infrequent occurrence, because I think that might not be a very favorable outlook for the game. It's like if you're usually wrapping it up with 2 questions, not getting a chance to get deep into the deck, it wouldn't be very fun. This is just one of those we chalk up to, a fluke, just, the stars being aligned, good fortune being on your side. Maybe you consulted your crystal ball before the game and it said the outlook was good. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Please post a question if you have any questions about the cards that we used, or if there's a mechanical issue that you spotted, please let us know. So Guillaume, I think you and I are probably going to be looking at playing another slightly augmented game in the near future, most likely with training cards is what we've talked about. So those cards that are very infrequently used, the training cards. Maybe they get a bad rap, but yes, they are not used enough, and we'll give them a shot. What am I forgetting? I feel like I always remember something after I stop recording.
Well, not that I can think of. I think you've said everything.
And with that, I will sign us off. And Guillaume, again, thank you for availing yourself, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your vacation. We'll see you when you get back. And meanwhile, you guys be sure to tune in for another edition of Alien Investigations.
Bye.